lucky dogs. You all have been chosen for facilitator for these Engage blended learning experiences in Clay County. We are actually very excited to roll out this particular blended learning model. I think, to be honest with you, it's going to be phenomenal time saver for teachers. It's that kind of philosophy of any time, any place learning, and I think that's huge. I think that's important, especially as crazy as our time is these days. So I made this quick video to first of all thank you for volunteering slash being appointed, or taking on these extra duties, and this particular extra duty of being a facilitator for this in-service. I really appreciate it. We all do. I made this screen, the very first screen you see, because I think you're going to want to memorize my phone number if you have any concerns or questions at all. It does read that it is the hotline for technology help, but I can also talk you down off of, jumping from a building or a bridge or something like that if it gets really rough. I am not the content gal. I, know bits and pieces, as most do, of Common Core and that sort of thing, but I truly am the technology geek. So please certainly feel free to call me for anything, but know that I will probably be able to answer all your questions when it comes to technology, but we'll pass you off to one of the curriculum specialists for help if I can't answer a content question. So that's my phone number, 566-2744, and a hint, that is my cell phone number. So I keep it with me all the time. That's not like an office. I'm not tied to, I do have an office line, but I am constantly have this cell phone on and by my side. So let's go ahead and venture into the actual course. I'll go ahead and minimize this. Here's a facilitator's flight plan, which you probably already have. It was made available to you in the email that we sent out to your principals. This is very important. I would print this out, have this with me by my side, almost have it as a true flight plan. Click through. Notice in red, the very first thing I have is every good co-pilot, or every good pilot has a co-pilot. Please make sure that you have a tech-savvy individual. If you are tech-savvy, more power to you. I almost still would get somebody else. That whole team approach is kind of nice anyways, but to go ahead and find someone that can help you with problem solving some of the things that might occur in this. We've really tried to make it very easy, and you'll see, but things happen all the time. So walk through this flight plan that you've got here. You'll see some of the first things you need to do to get ready for the actual course, and then you'll run through that. There's some video tips, but I'm going to give you probably a little bit better video tips on this video, so that should help too. But there's some video tips there, and then actually walking through the in-service, it tells you how to get there, and we'll do that today in this particular video. And then norms to introduce to the participants if you want to, ways to kind of improve communication and help the in-service go better. And then the actual course itself, some of the features that are inside it, any concerns or questions, things that you want added, things like that. My email address is there. And then in-service, supplies that are needed, and you'll want to keep this printed and kept close by to you. So that particular facilitator's flight plan is, I think, real important, will be real important to you. So let's go ahead and follow these steps, and the steps are right here on your facilitator's guide, working through the actual in-service step-by-step. So you're going to go to clayschools.net. Now, my first hint to you all is to go through Firefox. So let me close up everything that I've got opened, and we'll go to Google Chrome is nice, but either one is fine. But Firefox, it should be on your computer, on your machines. Internet Explorer just doesn't run as smoothly for some of the programs that we use in the county, so you probably have already made the switch. Here's my other hint to you. If you are practicing and doing this run through, make sure you're practicing and running through on the same computer you're going to actually use, the same technologies you're going to actually use on the day of the in-service. That just ensures that you've got all the updates run, your sound is working, and that sort of thing. So www.clayschools.net brings you to this page, and you're going to log in. And you will log in with your username and password for the county. Every teacher is, of course, loaded into this particular learning management system. They all will see my people, my places, my uh, Clay content. You're going to click on My Clay Content. And as you're there, you'll see both your classes that you're enrolled in, and you will see My Professional Development. And this actual professional development is called Engage 2013-14. So you'll go ahead and click on that, and that opens up the in-service. So during the in-service, you're actually going to have this open. You'll walk through, discuss, read, talk, share. This is the opening slide. Also, you'll notice that throughout, and certainly share this with your participants, throughout the in-service, I've put these little icons here just to give you some fun technology extensions. I call it extended learning, but some unique ways to engage with technology, and that this is one of them. So certainly this is the first slide that you get to, or the first opening of your course that you get to, and that is this particular Engage link right over here. It also just opens up directly. So according to, or depending on what your subject matter is, you'll go to that. Engage Math Junior High, Engage Math Senior High, Engage Science, or Engage Social Studies and Language Arts. So for this, we'll just hit the first one. We'll just all kind of assume there's similar problems or issues that might arise, so we'll go ahead and just show you the one that's in Math Junior High. So as you open that up, you're going to see your entire training is behind that link. So here's your opening, and it continues down. And all I'm doing is scrolling down throughout it, the entire thing. There's nothing else new or different to open up, certainly the videos and things like that, but all of these are all on that one single scroll down. So let's start at the top. Opening videos. In every single one of these subjects, you've got videos to open in some kind. Now, if you're doing this in a small group setting, you might very well have, you and 4 other people gathered around a computer. Very unlikely. You're probably going to have a larger group, a department, and groups of 4 set up. So you will need the enhanced classroom, certainly. I have provided, hopefully, a no-fail case for you, meaning that when you come in to these videos, you're going to see not only the video that will open up for you that way if you hit watch video. I also have made it available in a link through the internet, so if you open that up, it will open up inside, in this case, YouTube. And then I've also made it available in a downloaded version, meaning that video is sitting on our Blackboard or OneClay server. So hopefully that helps you. We do not do this for courses, but because this is so important, I wanted to make sure that there was no way you could not be able to watch the videos. So let's go ahead and start with this one. Of course, your natural inclination is to hit watch video. So as you hit watch video, you'll notice it opens up small in a little player. You would hit play. If you wanted to keep it small, certainly just hit play and watch away. But you are not going to want to keep it small. You're going to want to pay attention to this bottom link here that says full screen. That will actually bring it to a full screen. And then you hit play. And it begins to play the actual video and check your sound, make sure your sound is loud enough, that sort of thing. To get out of this video, I can actually run my cursor over top of it, and you see different things open up. But the easiest way is just to hit escape key. And the escape key brings it back down to a smaller setting, and then you would hit pause and close it out. Now, I'm going to also show you the other ways to open this up. One of my favorite ways is to actually open it up from the link. So down here I have offered, if you are having trouble playing this video, right-click on the link below and open in a new tab. You will hear me say, and you will see written in this course, right-click. Please remember, right-click, right-click, right-click. If you right-click on the links that I've provided you, it will give you the option to open in a new tab. This is so important that when you're doing a workshop like this, that you have the ability to open it up in a new tab, and look what it's done up here. It's actually opened it up in 2 separate tabs. It's actually starting because we had it paused from before. So it opens it up inside YouTube. The reason I like this the best is it offers you the ability to go back and forth inside your course and then back out. Some of the videos, not this one in particular, it's a very short one, but some of the videos actually have you stopping, pausing, and going back and watching another minute of it. Stopping, pausing. So using this tab browsing is really your biggest hint. So if I could give you any hints, if you're nervous or any of that good stuff, I would say to you, right click on the link and open it up in a new tab. That's huge. Let me also show you, if all of that fails, let's say YouTube is blocked for you. It won't be because you're a teacher and you're logging in as a teacher, so you should see YouTube. But let's say just everything is going wrong and you can't open it up through Watch Video, you can't open it up here. If all else fails, right click. Again, I say right click on this particular link here, and that will open it up in a new tab, just like before. And what it does is it gives you the option to open it up in Windows Media Player. All the computers have Windows Media Player on them. So you can push Open With, and you push OK. And see what it's doing here? I don't know if you can see in this top corner, it's giving me this kind of green. It takes, let me pause this so you all won't hear that. It probably takes that quick, it took a very quick time for me because I've had it up and running before on this computer, but it could take 3 to 5 minutes to have it opened up. So you might want to go through and open that up before your, but it downloads. It gives this funny little green arrow and it displays the download. I'll show you again on another one that's coming up. So then you can open it up, maximize it to a full screen, and push play and watch it. So I hope these three options have helped you. And we'll scroll on down. So that would be the first thing you do. It's kind of an introduction, a lighthearted look at the course and what you're about to do. This is another video. This actually is a video as well on YouTube. So you can do one of the same 3 things that we did before, and I offer them there. I haven't downloaded this in a while, so let me go ahead and show you what I was talking about. Right click on that particular link that's a downloadable copy if you choose to go that route. Open the link in a new tab. Again, it's going to ask me, is this Windows Media Player? And you'll push OK. And see what it's doing up here. It's keeping this little timer. It says 1 minute left. And this is honestly, I can't remember how long. It's not a very long video, but it will open it up, and you see it's saying 27 seconds. So it's opening it up slowly for you that way. And we'll kind of give it a second or two to open up. This is not necessarily my favorite method because it does take so long and you're actually downloading the entire video onto your computer, but again, it opens it up. Now notice down here, if you notice, it says downloading is complete. I don't know if you saw that. If you click on the arrow, you can open it up that way, or I think you noticed it actually opened it up in a new tab. Whoops, let's close these guys out. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear the lady in the background. So let me close all these tabs out. So it has opened it up, and I will minimize this and show you where it's opened it up. In Windows Media Player, and it's opened it up and started. So you would just hit pause or stop or rewind, or however you wanted it to do, so it could play again. So when you're ready for your audience, you could keep it minimized, keep it down at the bottom, and then when you're ready for your audience to hear that, you could open that up. So you see that tab browsing to me is my favorite way to do it because you're not having to look down in your bar and keep popping it back up and down. It actually opens it in tabs at the top. So let's move on down. So the next thing you come to in this particular case is the major video for science. Now I'm telling you, this teaching channel is pretty amazing, and one of the things that we ask you to do inside your facilitator's guide at the very top is to actually use this link to register for a teacher's account, a teaching channel account. You actually have to do this, unfortunately, before you are able to go into teaching channel and and watch this video. It asks you to. No big deal, but you just don't want to be doing it in front of the group. That's the kind of stuff you want to take full advantage of doing beforehand. So again, there are 2 ways to get to this particular video. You could right click and open in a new tab on that. You can right click on that red and open in a new tab on that, or you can watch it straight from here. Because you're in a bigger group, I would recommend right clicking on there and opening it in a new tab. And the reason I like this is because, again, this is a 10-minute video, and you're going to at some point stop it, pause it, discuss, then come back to it. So it's sitting up here for you, waiting for you on that other tab. So you would hit play, you could watch it, look at your little time right here. So if your directions say, please stop the video at, 11 seconds, you could watch your time, and your video would stop, and then you would hit pause and go back to your course and discuss or share, that sort of thing. So it's always nice to have that particular one open right there, and you can go back and forth like that. I probably have discussed it enough for you, but you can't be too safe with these videos. They're a little silly and unpredictable, and when they open up. So certainly also this is a good time that once you've tried everything and you've asked for help for your tech person on campus, or your tech savvy individual that you're going to have work with you, please feel free to call me and I can walk you through the process as well. So you will see throughout this time these facilitators notes, and we've asked you at different times. Participants will need to be divided into groups of 4. Throughout this in-service they will work in these groups. So this is that time where you'll say, okay guys, let's all divide up into groups of 4. You can put them in groups, they can find their own groups, whichever you're more comfortable. In science we have missions. So science is actually going to do several missions, and they're going to, during the mission, each mission is divided into watching the video, doing a particular activity, sharing the activity with others, and those things you will be doing frequently throughout the whole thing. So just kind of watch that. Watch those areas of focus that they tell you to focus on before you watch the video, that kind of thing. There also is she's asked you to watch this time only. Watch it from the beginning to 3 minutes and 6 seconds. So again, that's why it's so great to have that open. So you're going to watch, you'll come up to where you open that up, and you'll watch this lady and listen to this lady for 3 minutes and 6 seconds. So you'll just kind of watch that. Good stuff. It really is good stuff from Teaching Channel. So then at the end of 3 minutes and 6 seconds, you will come down and you'll do this activity. And then you'll share. The people will share in their groups. Please be aware of what the activity is, what you're supposed to discuss, what handouts you'll have during certain times. And again, your facilitator's notes will say the entire group will now focus its attention to the front again. And then you'll go to Mission 2, and you'll watch this clip, and you'll go from 3 minutes and 7 seconds to 7 minutes and 39 seconds. And you'll remind them before you watch this that the focus will be on the 6 instructional shifts of teaching, and I've put that here. So this is just a little, not even a slide, it looks like it, but it's just an area that you might go over before you watch that part of the video. So again, you're going to 3 minutes and 7 seconds to 7 minutes and 39. You'll go up to this video and you'll watch it for 3 minutes and 7 seconds to 7:39. And then you'll wiggle your mouse around, find it, pause it, and head on back. So do you see why this browser-based, the tab-based browsers are so important for this, having those tabs open? So then, facilitators note, the entire group will now focus its attention to the front again, and you'll bring them up for Mission 3. And again, it tells you 7:40 to the end, and it's asking you what to focus them in on. So hopefully this has been made pretty easy for you. This particular one also goes into another video that you will do. It's a 14-minute video. Love this video. Amazing. Great example of a Common Core Math junior high classroom. We've tried real hard to make it specific to what you're teaching. Remember, we said this was a math junior high. So again, you'll right click on here and open in a new tab, or you'll right click on there and open in a new tab. So either way you're more comfortable with, that's how you'll do it. And you'll just kind of work through this. Is the Mission 4, work through doing the same sorts of things. Facilitator's notes, it actually has you clicking and opening this file, and this is the file that we've asked you to have prepared and have that handout attached. So you'll see that. And then again, here's another handout for you to have, and we've put that in the facilitator's notes. So let me go to that real quick. At the bottom, this has told you what to have prepared. Math or social studies and language arts needs this, math needs this, science needs this. So just so that you know, we we have that available to you, but we put them in the courses here. And again, the best way to do this is to right click and open in a new tab or new window. Again, I like opening in a new tab. Click on that and there it sits. You'll want to wiggle your mouse around until you see this printing little printer here. Sometimes they're at the bottom, depending on which way yours opens up. And you'll hit print, and you'll print one or a copy or whatever, and depending on your printer, and then make copies for everybody else on the machine, Xerox machine, copy machine. So, okay, and that's mission 5. I realize I'm probably really boring you guys to death, but I just want to make sure you get the gist of the way we're working with this. So you continue on. Here's the ending or the closing slide, a goodbye. Every single one of the disciplines has this follow-up and in-service points. Click on the button to the left entitled In-Service. And this is real important that you talk through this with them. Scroll up to the top and you'll see the button In-Service. And it's real important that they understand that they need to go through, when they get back to their classroom, go through this in-service. This survey they must all take separately. We need their feedback desperately. This is a very quick survey for them to take so that they can be honest with us and let us know, hey, this worked because of this. We didn't care for this too much. Can you change this? Can you edit this? Any suggestions we love, so please share. Goods, we like those too, so you can share those as well. But certainly feel free to please tell your teachers to do that. Then there's follow-up for them to do, and we've also attached a in-service follow-up form. I'm going to really quickly show you that I would do this. I am a geek, I admit that, so your teachers might not do this, and that's fine. Again, the follow-up form is right-click, and it is fillable. So you can actually right-click, open in a new tab. You see I have all these tabs opened up. And what I actually could do is file and save this. Look at this little guy. I can actually download this to my computer, and I can actually sit and print inside these little things, and I would save it to my computer, and then again tab based I would come over to my course, and I can actually, now here's where we're getting geeky a little bit, but I can actually send it in county mail, the old-fashioned way, and send it to any of these specialists. If it's social studies, you'll send it to Thomas Gerds. If it's language arts, Pat Dukes. If it's science, Nancy Watson. And if it's math, Kim Verrilli. Or you can get your geek on and submit the follow-up documentation here. And the way you would do that, you or the participants would click there, and there's actually a little submission, a way to actually submit the documents. So you'll notice the possible points you can get on this in-service. You would browse your computer to find all the documents, and then they just load up right here, and you would hit submit, and they come to our offices. So save a tree. You can encourage your teachers to do that. I understand completely if they are absolutely overwhelmed and can take no more. Please feel free to do it. The other way is just send it on to the specialists. Again, the title of the training in Navigator Plus is Curriculum 1314, Engagement at the Core of Student Learning. So, and then all this is found under that button called in-service. So their follow-up for the in-service is there, and all that good stuff is there. The only other thing I want to make sure that you stress to them, and I've put that in the flight plan for you, is this extended learning section. I'm going to be adding to this, but know that throughout the year they can always check back. You can always check back for some unique tools, tech tools, and other things to engage your students. I strongly encourage you all to give me some feedback as well. Send some goodies to me if you come across any or have any. So I have certainly talked enough. Again, I'm going to close by saying my name is Linda Shriver. The most important thing to remember is I am only a phone call away, and I promise, guys, I want this to go smooth. I want you to be comfortable with this. So please feel free to give me a call throughout this, even if it's just can I just double check and make sure I'm doing the right thing? Here is my hotline for technology help or any other kind of help. I can certainly listen to concerns and questions and get you to the right person or help you, certainly. My number is 566-2744. Thank you guys so much for taking on this crazy, unique in-service. I will talk to you and hopefully see you later. Bye-bye.